Hi, I'm recording this video to show how to use this assembly jig that I designed to streamline assembly of the enclosure subassembly. So this is the enclosure subassembly. One of the issues that we ran into in the previous round of subassembly, like process of assembling this part, was that we used two different standoffs. One of them is 19 millimeter high and the other one has a 17 millimeter height. And sometimes it happened that these were mistakenly assembled on the wrong location. So we had the 19 going on the 17s, or sometimes the person on the assembly line put the 17 in place of the 19. So that caused an issue. We had to do disassembly and then reassembly of the enclosure, which wasted a lot of time here. So I made this jig to streamline this process and also make sure that this error doesn't happen. So how do I solve this issue? Let's first quickly disassemble this sub-assembly. I'm gonna quickly remove all the screws. Oops. Actually, yeah, so this might take a while. I'm gonna edit the video to make this faster, or I'm gonna actually use this jig for the disassembly process. Okay, we got it. This is actually gonna show us how things are laid out here. So basically we have this. I'm gonna take all of these out. Oops, I dropped this one, but I'm gonna explain this again from scratch. So basically this is a 19 millimeter standoff, and this side we've got 5 19 millimeter standoffs. So the person on the assembly line, they will just put these 19 millimeter standoffs here, and if they make a mistake and put a 17 millimeter here, it's gonna go down. So if you look here, this is not flush with the surface, but this is flush. So that way you can catch errors. Or if they put the 19 millimeter on the 17, this is gonna stick out so it doesn't flush with the surface. So the test would be like to make sure all of these are flush with the surface, and to make sure that they're all on the correct location. So this is the 19. I'm gonna put all the 19s here quickly, and then these are the 17 millimeter ones. Okay, now I take the aluminum enclosure. I place the aluminum enclosure in this. Just make sure that you have the hose aligned in the back, because you can also flip it so this is the right orientation when the hose aligned in the back. And then I put the plastic cover on top, and that's when I start just screwing, putting all the screws here. So I'm gonna put all the screws that I have in place. It's much faster process than the process before. Using this jig, we can accelerate things and make them faster, maybe by twice the speed, like 200% faster. Okay, this all fit. Now I'm gonna take the screwdriver and fasten all the screws. I'm putting the screwdriver on number 2, so this is the recommended setting, torque setting on the screwdriver. We can actually use a screw machine because this process is quite as straightforward and a streamlined. Perfect. Okay, this is done. Now if I flip it, you can see the jig here. So I made this handle that you can take this and push it out. Oops, I actually forgot to screw one of the standoffs, but that's fine. I can actually put it back on, press it back on, or let me put the standoff here. I think it was this corner standoff. Put it back on, press it down, and let's get another screw from here. And here, okay. Get this one. I got all of them now, so I can flip it and pull it out easily, and you can see all the standoffs are properly assembled. So this jig can make things a lot easier. I designed this handle for pulling it out, and I can 3D print a bunch of these, and we can use them on the assembly line to expedite and streamline the assembly of the enclosure sub-assembly.